Question for you. You
Yes,
said
sir.
what services would you want a city to provide?
Yes.
I don't see any of these services that Navarre doesn't already receive.
From the county?
Yes,
Yeah, so we're going to talk about each one of these in detail.
not today.
Not today. No, not today.
Okay.
This meeting's gone long enough already.
All right.
So what we
So,
do...
just can you pick out one of those that you don't currently have?
Sure. So it's not about currently have or not have. It's about the level of service, and that's the detail that we get into in our meeting. So let's talk infrastructure, because that's number
we're
one.
not. You've had plenty of time. I've had plenty of history lesson already this morning, and you're an excellent speaker. I don't know if you should be, you missed your calling as a waiter, definitely. I don't know if you should be a lobbyist or a preacher. But, you did an excellent job of getting your point across.
Okay.
I just want to make sure, one, that we're going by the support of the will of the people, as you said. Don't have a problem with it. I told Chuck Pullum, I've told people in the past, it's not my district, but I'm not going to be your flag bearer, but I'm not going to stand in your way.
Okay.
I took an oath to support the majority of the people of this county and do what's right according to the will of the support of the majority. So you know where I stand.
Okay.
But one thing I do want to see, and I won't put up with, is because I've heard loud and clear from the folks of Holley, and just like you said, you're separate. Philadelphia, Boston, all the different
Cities, yep.
differences you said. Holley, and just like Navarre wants to stand alone, wants to have their own integrity, their own government, if that should be the will of people, I want to see the majority of people from Holley. I live in Navarre, I think Holley should be part of this, so I'm going to vote for Holley.
Okay. I've
heard loud and clear from the folks of Holley, they have their own voice. They have, and they didn't want part of this last time, so make sure they aren't included this time in any of your, polls that you take, unless you go straight to Holley and give a majority of people in Holley to say, we'll come on board with this. And I think the same thing should be true of the people on the beach. You've got 3 different regions, I'm going to call it out there. That's Navarre proper, Holley, and the beach. And until I hear loud and clear from 3 different regions to be inclusive, I'm going to look at it as 3 different regions. So,
can I answer a couple of your questions?
quickly.
Okay. One, when you talk about services, the implication here is not that you don't have this service at all. It's the level of service. That's what we get into in our meetings. That research is on our website. We can talk more about that in the interest of time, okay? But I'm not sitting here saying there is no law enforcement. There's amazing law enforcement provided by Santa Rosa County. The question is, does Navarre provide another layer of that, or are we happy with what we have? Same with infrastructure and so many different things. We get into those details. That's one. 2, Holley. I literally put on here voting by precinct. So you know that we broke it down by the different precincts. I get it with Holley. They have a very strong individual, independent culture. That's exactly what we respect in our group. And so the question with Holley is, does it become a special district that has special privileges in order to maintain its history and its unique identity? That's everything that I've been saying thus far. I would never sit here and put something on Holley that Holley doesn't want. And that's the discussions that we have with those members. I'm happy to sit down with any one of them and say, how do you want this to go? Not at all, part of the city, or maybe you have your own independent historic special district in which you can protect what's important to you. That's what we're about. So the implication that I would tell them how this is going to go is against everything that we stand for. Okay? What else?